Okay, let's see who can guess where we are. I'm I'm just getting set up here, and I'm in a new place. I'm not sure. Last week we had problems with the connection, and I think the connection here hopefully will be better. We'll see. We got some lively background music here. So, any guess to as the location, our current location here on Costa Rica Story Live? There's no grand vista here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it on my, my iPad. So yeah, I've logged on a little bit early because I'm always worried that there's going to be some kind of technical issues. Wow, es muy rápido. Gracias.
Mucho gusto.
So my huevo rancheros are done already, and they're it looks muy rico. These my huevo rancheros. Try not to let it slide off the plate, but it's muy rico. So I'm gonna point this away from me here. There's a tree here that gets a lot of iguanas, but I don't know. I think there was some fruit on there the other day they were really going for. Muchas gracias.
Mucho gusto.
Es mi café mocha. I gotta get. I'm so disorganized this morning. I gotta get it on my. I gotta log in on my iPad. So I can see what I'm doing. I just wanted to show you this beautiful coffee. And it's beautiful. I'm gonna turn my volume down. That's a cafe mocha, and they did that cool thing with it. They decorate it, but it looks pretty good, but it tastes even better. And there's the cafe mocha, and the key is huevo rancheros. Hopefully not too apagante. But I didn't expect them to have it done so quick. I was here early before they were actually open. I just thought I'd show you that beautiful meal before I ruined it by putting a knife and fork into it. And the coffee is just so beautiful. And it's so muy delicioso. So can anybody guess where I am yet? I don't know if anybody can guess. If you have a guess to where I am, put it down in the comments, please. So I'm going to point you all out at the view. The ocean is actually in the distance, but there's too much vegetation to see the ocean. Change things around a bit here. I need to get some more technical equipment here. I'm putting my laptop on the laptop case. That's how I'm elevating it. And when I get 1,000 subscribers, it'll be much easier to do the live. But right now, I have to get a bulky laptop, and that's what we've got with that. So enjoy the view. Maybe you can see an iguana or something out there. Oh, gracias. I don't know if anybody's watching. I got one. Usually there's 4 or 5 people right now. I know the official start time is at 7:15. So this is the last Thursday in June, almost July now. So the question of the day is, where am I? Can anybody tell me where this live is taking place from? The clue is I'm having some huevo rancheros. I'm not sure if this sent out notifications. I only see one person in chat, and that might be myself. So I might be talking to myself here.
So I had committed to doing a live every Thursday in June, and I'm not sure about July. I'm not sure how popular this is. If nobody's interested in this, I won't be doing the live the way I'm doing it now. Maybe have to figure something else out. So if you're just tuning in, can you guess where I'm having breakfast? And the clue is I'm having huevo rancheros in a beautiful cafe mocha. When I get through with my breakfast, I'll flip the camera around so you can see the location. You haven't guessed it, but if you can guess it, throw it down in the comments if you've got a guess. Another clue is I'm out of town ever so slightly. I'm not in Uvita at the moment. So there's a lot of storm prep going on right now because this weekend we're supposed to be getting a really bad tropical storm coming in, cyclone or hurricane. Who knows what it's going to be. But my landlord was digging ditches in the road. He's never done that before. So this is, in his mind, it's going to be some serious rain. I'm just curious if notifications got sent out. I might have set this up incorrectly. And it is Thursday, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And if you're just tuning in, hey John, somewhere in Okachow. Nope, that's a good guess, but wrong direction. So John, are you getting ready for the storm? You got your hatches battened down? I think I read something where the storm changed track and it's headed more centrally towards Costa Rica. It's going to be more of a direct hit, but I guess that changes.
I don't know if it's a matter of focus or a matter of the stream itself. But this is restaurante. Yep, Dominical is correct. See, it's not a bad place. You know, I don't have my translator right up that fast. I kind of understand what you're saying. My Spanish is a little bit better than it used to. Yeah, I actually started taking. I took my first lesson at Costa Rica. That's up. They have language courses here in Uvita. It was actually kind of fun. It was a 2-hour lesson, and it's catered towards yourself because that's the best way to learn. I've never had one-on-one instruction like that. And it was fun. It was a 2-hour thing, and it went by really fast. Oh, Huevo Rancheros, and Cafe Mocha. At the very beginning of the video, my meal gets some camera time. I don't know if you can hear me. I know that it's tough with the music there. Can you hear me at all, or is it not coming through? What restaurant is that? That's the question. That's the riddle of the day. What's the restaurant? Oh, thanks for the verification on the audio. I'm going to be doing this after I get 1,000 subscribers, if that ever happens. I'm going to be a lot more sophisticated about the way I do a live stream. I'm just basically what I do is I plop my laptop down on the table and do the live stream that way. No, it's not the beer garden. But one of the clues is I'm not in Uvita at the moment. It's definitely not the Don Roger. It's not.
It's not in Uvita. And John guessed right that you're in Dominical. This place does breakfast really well, but they also have beer here. Not that I'm going to be drinking beer right now, but they have their own beer here. Yes, I have been. I have been to Avion. I think it's pronounced Avion, right? Yeah, I have been to that restaurant. They've got a great view there. I don't remember what I had, but it was a cool place. My friend Gloria, who moved here about the same time I did, but she no longer lives here. She used to take me to all the places that had views, and that happened to be one of them. Oh, John, you got it. Your things you might expect in Costa Rica, like the huevo rancheros that I'm having, and yellow pinto, and they have you can get like a classic American breakfast with pancakes or French toast with fruit and things like that, and that's really good, but it's super duper sweet. Like if you get that breakfast with the pancakes and syrup, and then you add like a sweet coffee with that, you're in sugar overdose, but it's really really good. Gracias, there. Have a good one. And they're doing a lot of renovations here. There's some like really cool tree houses they're building out in the side, out the back. I guess it'll be the side. But the coffee is really, really, really good. Without spilling it, they had a really pretty little flower on there. I just had a question. Does anybody have any thoughts on the time of the day for doing live streams? I just do mornings because it's more convenient for me, and it's usually easier to find a place that's kind of tranquilo like this. Oh, really? I'm not big on seafood myself, so I'd like to start maybe eating more seafood, but I wouldn't want that kind of experience that you seem to be talking about. That doesn't sound very fun. Buenos días, mi amiga.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
It, it's live stream, but Costa Rica story. Yeah. Live from Fuego, Dominical. This place is nice. It's got a lot of different places you can sit. There's an upstairs. It's got a nice little. It's kind of a lounge up there. And they make sure not to make the River Rancheros too spicy for me because they know I'm a gringo with a gringo palate. So it's just perfect. And they've got these cool little coasters here. I really love the artwork they have, and like on their shirts and promotional stuff. It's really unique, kind of unique and colorful. I've got a bit of a delay, so it takes me a while to see what I'm actually doing. Like I'm holding this up right now, but I can't see it. But there it is. But they've got a lot of different designs. It's pretty cool. They have some interesting events they do here. They had I think they had Latin dancing here at one point. But the only problem is Dominical is like infamous for not being able to have a place to park. I mean, Fuego has not a huge parking lot. Fuego has a comfortable parking lot for like normal business hours, but when they have an event, people park out on the street. And if you park out on the street, you can get a ticket or you can get your plates taken by the police. Because parking in Dominical is difficult. Does anybody have a better time of day they think live would be better? Because I do the mornings because it's easier for me. It's kind of, I'm a morning person, and it's like when that's the first thing I have going on, it's easier to focus on that. And it's also a lot easier to find a peaceful location like this. As the day progresses, things tend to pick up a little bit more, even though things do get started early here. So this live stream thing has been it's really kind of an experiment. My ability to live stream is pretty limited now because I'm under 1,000 subscribers. So I've got to plop the big old laptop down. And I monitor it with my iPad. this live for me right now is a complete experiment. It's definitely not scientific. I'm just getting comfortable with it because honestly, I'm not a very good live person. When I shoot video for my channel, I'm so glad I'm a video editor because I have to edit out all the stupid things I say and all the stammering. My friend Sarah Elena, who has a Costa Rica relocation business, asked me to do an interview with her, and she interviewed me for about an hour, and I just go all over the place with my thoughts. It's like, and she has an editor that edits for her. Thank God, they managed to take the interview she did with me and make it make sense. I do better when I'm with a live that I'm controlling myself. I feel, I feel comfortable doing this. But if I'm doing somebody else's live, I just get that panic stage fright kind of thing. My friend Gloria has uh, she's got a channel where she just talks about people and their transitions and things. It's a podcast, but it's a video podcast. She's got a YouTube channel, but she did an interview with me, and I'm just not comfortable being in front of the camera. I've been a photographer most of my life, so being behind the camera is natural for me. Being in front of the camera really isn't. Well, hopefully the storm won't impact up there too much either. So, but you've probably been through it before, so you know the drill, I guess. You have to make sure to check in after the storm to make sure you made it through all right. Hopefully you'll have no scary stories to tell. But the flooding is just crazy here. I'm still not used to it, but it's just amazing how the infrastructure here can handle the huge amounts of rain. It's just what amazes me most is it can, like, you'll get a couple of days of really serious rain, and then you're like, oh my God, it's going to take forever to recover from that. But the way things are built here with the drainage ditches and things, in a few hours, it's back to normal again. It's like, how does that happen? I don't know if it's because we're closer to the ocean and everything can clear out faster. I don't know.
Muchas gracias.
What kind of place are you going to be looking for? Like a house or just like a hotel type of place, like a small apartment? My landlord sometimes has places available. Like for example, the apartment above me is vacant a lot of the time during the rainy season. I can give you his contact info, but he's got a lot of units in our, I don't want to call it a complex, but in my area. Well, I guess that ground is saturated, John. Man, I went to ride my bike down in Bahia the other day, and it's like there's a place where there's like a dirt path between a couple of the entrances to the whale tail, and usually there's puddles and things there, but right now it's kind of like a lake. I just got my bike reconditioned. They did an excellent job because I've been riding it for 4 or 5 months, riding through puddles and things that were starting to act up. But I had it. They basically took the whole bike apart, lubricated everything, put it back together, so it's almost like a new bike. I just hate driving through that kind of water. I don't mind a little bit of mud, but yeah, the ground is so saturated here. I guess it must be a countrywide thing at this point. My friends Brooke and Mike, they're moving, and they've got their place would have been perfect. It's a full house, and it's got space for 2 cars, and they've got a little out of ground pool. But they, I guess somebody took it. Somebody already rented it out. I was thinking about it, but I'm kind of happy where I am for the moment. If I was going to make a move, it would be more of a grand kind of move. But for this area, it was pretty good. It was, that house was only $700 a month, and I know like John will say where he is, it's way cheaper than that. But here in Uvita, that's pretty good for a house with all that space. It's not cheap here in Uvita. I'll tell you the cheapest rent I've seen is an apartment. I almost took it because it was so cheap, and it's one of those things that you can only get if you know somebody here. And it was like, in the big picture, I'm glad I didn't take it because of the way things turned out with me and my ex-girlfriend. But in my ex-girlfriend's neighborhood, it was a whole house, but it was a small Tico house, like maybe like a 2-room, maybe 3-room place, no hot water, no real safe place to park. Not really in the best neighborhood, but it was only $70 a month. So let that sink in. So there are things like that are available. If I didn't have so much computer stuff and photography gear, if I was just kind of like roaming in the countryside or whatever, and I needed a place, that would have been perfect. I just wouldn't feel safe with my stuff in a place like that. Yeah, John, don't rub it in. Yeah, typical range here is 5 to 4.5 to 7 mil, probably. Yeah, I definitely need to do some exploring up that way. Now, Cartago is how far is Cartago from San Jose? Fairly close, right? I just don't like being close to the city. I know that there's crime everywhere, without a doubt. I just really don't like San Jose at all. But I was really surprised. I went up to Alajuela, and that, in my mind, it was, I was thinking of it as a suburb of San Jose, which it definitely isn't. It's so beautiful up there, and it's. I mean, it goes to show you your preconceived notions of places can be way off the mark. In my case, at least, that's definitely been the case for me. You don't know until you go somewhere. Like, and everybody tells me here, like even on the live streams, like everybody's telling me you need to go out and see more of the countryside and get out of the Osa. Hola, Danielle. I'm debating whether to order another cafe mocha. They're really good, but they're really a lot. There's always that little bit of chocolate in the bottom you have to get out of there. So I haven't been on my paddleboard since my first attempt out there. I banged my ribs up a lot worse than I thought. Not worse, but it's just, I think I bruised them a little bit, and it's been a lingering thing. It's not like a debilitating injury, but it's just a snagging thing. Like when I roll over in bed, I can feel it. But it's actually finally starting to get to the point where I'm not noticing it. So those rib injuries are kind of tricky. I remember when I was younger, I was boxing with one of my friends. I was probably like in my early 20s. He caught me real hard with an uppercut to my ribs, and I was probably sore for a couple months with that. But fortunately, this isn't anything nearly as bad. It was just a really good lesson about paying attention and just learning how to navigate the waves better. So on my way here, it was kind of interesting. I was driving along, and I'm having some issues with my car. One of them is my horn doesn't work, but a capuchin ran out in front of me when driving down the road, and it was far enough ahead where I had time to stop. It was just it just kind of gave me a little chuckle. It's like, yeah, I'm on my way to do a live stream, and a monkey ran out in front of me. It's almost like the beginning of a joke, But some of the issues I'm having with my car right now, I made a mistake. Like once a week, I take my garbage up to the front. I had my garbage in the back of my car. I was going to take it up to the front area where they take care of the garbage there. But I left the garbage in the back part of my car for a week, and I had forgotten about it. And then I took care of it. But then since then, I've noticed little bugs running around my car. So I got a slight infestation going on there. So I had to put out some of those little bait traps. Hopefully that will take care of it. It's a little unnerving having those little things running around in your car. And so my horn doesn't work. And then my other issue is we get a lot of rain here, and apparently there's some seals somewhere on my car that aren't sealing it properly, because in the back there's a little compartment where I keep my fire extinguisher, and I opened that up yesterday and it was full of water. I'm like, oh great. So I had to cut the carpet out of there and get all the water out. Now I've got to find out if there's maybe it's one of the rubber seals on the door that it's not sealing. But here, with the way it rains, you can't have that kind of thing. ¿Puedo tener uno más café?
¿Un poco más?
Sí, café mocha con leche goma.
Okay.
Por favor.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. Muchas gracias. So I did order another coffee. So. My favorite beach is definitely I like the Whaletail Beach, Virginia Park and all that, but Ventanas is definitely my favorite beach. But I haven't tried that with the board. I don't think I would. The waves are a little bit bigger in that area. But I think I'm going to try some boogie boarding at Playa Hermosa. That used to be the beach I went to all the time. But it's really difficult when you go by yourself to go into the ocean and things, because you know it's that deal about watching your stuff. But my ex-girlfriend and I would go to Ventanas all the time, and their daughter liked that the best too. So we usually did whatever we did to keep the child happy. The Playa Hermosa is maybe where I'm going to be doing surfing lessons. I'm not sure. I'm hoping surfing lessons will help me with my paddleboard in the ocean. That was very comfortable paddleboarding back in the rivers and things in the States. But paddling in the ocean is a whole different ball of wax. I haven't found anybody in the area here that does paddleboarding. I've got 2 paddleboards, so if you're in the area and you want a paddleboard, give me a jingle, especially if you know some of the calmer areas. There's one of the beaches in Whaletail Park that is really calm, but it's closed right now for construction. And it's been closed for a really, really long time. But that looks like it's probably one of the easiest places to get past the breakers here. Yep. Playa Hermosa is the closest beach to me. Well, actually, no, the Whaletail is closer. They're pretty close to the same distance, but every time I go to the Whaletail, you figure it's going to cost $10 because it's $6 to get into the park, and then with tax, it's close to $7. And parking is $2 mil, so that's approximately $3.
So every time I go to that beach, it's $10. That's really not sustainable for me, for over the long haul. I wish they would do some kind of like a season pass thing there, because it's also paid because you can only pay with credit card. So which means you either have to buy the ticket like the day ahead of time, or you have to bring your credit card with you and probably your wallet. Yeah, I got myself a really nice boogie board, and I've only done very little with it, and I do have fins, but I've been kind of avoiding the waves till I get my ribs healed up a little bit. Kind of being a sissy about that.
Excelente, muchas gracias.
Mucho gusto.
So we've got another coffee. So with me and coffee, it's usually either black coffee or cafe mocha when I want to kind of get fancy. But when I drink a cafe mocha, I really don't consider it a coffee. It's kind of just a coffee drink. I'm a purist when it comes to coffee, really. Yeah, my best friend here's got a coffee plantation, and we're gonna be doing a video there, pretty extensive video. And it's one of those things I've been putting off. I really need to get to. Where he lives is it's so peaceful up there on the mountain. That's the real Costa Rica that you have in your mind. It's up there on the mountain. So yeah, back to talking about the live stream and what it could be or should be. I know a lot of people that do live streams are more structured. And I don't know if that's maybe I should have a topic to talk about. But I've noticed, and I'm going to do a video on this, but I've noticed I'm getting a lot of questions lately about things that I'm really not qualified to even give any input, talking about anything to do with money or residency or things like that. That's not anything that I'm qualified to talk about, and there's a lot of things that I haven't got figured out. So yeah, I'm gonna do a whole video on that, because a lot of people think that I'm here and I've made it and I'm where I need to be, and that's so far from the truth. I've got so many things to work out here, and I'm not a role model. I'm probably more of a cautionary tale, really, the way I've done things and the way I've gotten myself here. But I'm happy I'm happy with my life here, and I just am not. I'm just not the role model. You know, there's a lot of really smart people out there that are making proper plans, and they've got their ducks in a row. And my ducks are in a row. I'm more like herding cats. Is how my existence is here. You know, a lot of times I get that thing, like people call it the imposter syndrome, because like I get a lot of people telling me they enjoy the videos and they find them helpful, and you know, it's as if I've arrived and I'm here and I'm established, and I couldn't be further from the truth. I'm such a work in progress. So I try to give as much helpful information as I can. Things that I do videos about things that I have a good grasp on. So the residency stuff, the budgeting stuff, that kind of thing. I'm not going to be doing any videos on that for a while. Maybe in the future when I get my act together, I'll do that kind of thing. But for now, I'm just a guy running around with a GoPro shooting the local life. But I have a friend up in Hako, Sarah Elena, and she's got a really, really good website and very helpful YouTube channel. And I'll link that down below in the description of this page. And I'm going to put a disclaimer, not really a disclaimer, but a kind of a disclaimer, just, you know, letting people know that, you know, I've got some interesting videos and things, and maybe you can get a little glimpse of Costa Rica from my videos, but yeah, I'm definitely not somebody to pattern yourself after. I mean, I do have a lot of things going for me. I think I've got a really healthy mindset, and I've got a positive attitude. So if you can, that can give you some inspiration. You know, that's kind of where I am. But yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent. That's why I don't like to do lives. I can't edit my lives. So I've got a survey, or yeah, it's basically a survey in the community tab on the front of the YouTube channel. And the community tab has a poll about what kind of videos you like most that I've been doing. I've kind of got them separated into different categories. So if you can go down and vote there, it gives me an idea of what people watch. I do have an idea just from looking at the YouTube statistics and things. But I know I've got kind of a diverse audience, because there's some people, I've got some people that live here and they're just interested in Costa Rica. I have some people that are planning on moving here and they're looking for information about, you know, what it takes to live here in a lot of different ways. And then there's people that are just vacationing and they just want to know about some of the tourist locations and what it's like here in Costa Rica. So all I can do is I just make the videos that kind of inspire me. So, and that's kind of all I've done since I started. And that's really all I can do. I started it for myself, and if anybody else can get anything out of it, then that's that's the icing on the cake, I should say. And so I think I've bored the cheekers out of everybody today, and I'll keep this going till 8:15, so we'll have an even hour in. And if anybody has any suggestions on different format for live stream, because as I've said a few times, this is really an experiment. And maybe sometime either this week or next week, I'll do an impromptu live stream in the afternoon. I can actually do